Hey everyone, just want to kind of give everybody an update. The air conditioning is a little more complicated than what I thought. Now I saw a lot of people commenting on some of my Instagram posts about, well, how did you do this? Where did that line come from? Where did you get the unit from? All of these things. Well, this is the original unit that was actually, well, about where the phone's sitting right now. That was what I considered the front unit. Well, the front unit worked okay. Back unit, which was down that way, it also worked pretty good. Hoses, everything, so it was a two complete systems. When I first got the bus, my immediate thought was, well, how do I keep an air conditioner going when I'm boondocking? Well, that's easy enough, right? A mini split or something like that. But then if you get rid of the air conditioners, which a lot of people do, then how do you keep cool when you're driving? And to be perfectly honest, we live in Texas and we'll probably be doing a lot of driving throughout the South. And I don't really want to be hot when I'm driving. Too old for that, to be perfectly honest. So what do? I took this unit and basically relocated it. I was very fortunate to be able to have a few people in the area to help me out. One, Katie Hydraulics, did a really good job matching up some hoses and basically extending them. And another guy over a little bit further away at the bus barn, Mr. Jack, beautiful guy, beautiful individual, helped me out quite a bit with Freon evacuating and recharging a unit. So how do we do this, okay? This bracket doesn't look anything like the original. So what I did is I found some low profile unit strut, and you've got an angle on this side, and basically it's a magnetic 90. You've got one on this side, one on the other side, and the same thing is back here, if you can see this one. Bolts through, hold it in place to lock it, and then basically some long bolts, and I put lock bolts, or lock washers rather, on the top and the bottom, so it's basically sandwiched at the top, so it can't move anywhere, and sandwiched at the bottom between the head of the bolt and a lock bolt. Obviously the applicable washers and stuff as well. And then hid all the lines where they're not going to be seen. I can still use this area over here for storage. Let me see if I can turn you over here a little bit. So this area over here I can still use for storage. And if you look through where these actually go, so the lines go this way, across the door and then back down. So as you recall, they came through the floor. Now where they came through the floor was actually originally the lines came through the floor around here. So I relocated the penetration of the floor about 22, 23 inches. These are all the Freon lines, battery lines, control lines that come up from the condenser, and basically they'll be in a corner and they run around toward the front over the doorway. And this is where we're able to match them up, and basically a female thread with the original male in, and then just in the chase right above the windshield all the way around to the back. Please pardon my lack of cord management. It'll get there in a minute. Here's a little better understanding of what these unit struts look like. So this is actually a shallow unit strut. It's not your typical 1 5/8. It's much smaller than that, about 3/4 of an inch. This is a 8-inch bolt. It comes all the way up. It's got a lock nut up here with a washer that's big enough to keep it from going through the unit strut. And then basically the same thing here. This is a makeshift spacer. Pay no attention to this. The bolt was a little bit longer than what I needed. Here's a little bit better idea of what they look like. Lock nut. Good washer, good solid washer. Channel, and then at the bottom is basically the same thing. Again, it's a lock nut with the applicable washer, and it just goes through the unit. And if you look, this is basically the same thing that we've done over here. And then there's another one back there, as you can see. And to be perfectly honest, like I've told other people, you're dealing in a bus, so nothing's level. So pick a point, make it as plumb as you can, and good luck, folks. All right, so the last part of the air conditioning installation before I actually cover it up is actually how did I run the drain lines. In the video I stopped just a minute ago, I hadn't run those yet. But to be perfectly honest, it was quite simple. I had a couple of holes that already had grommets in it. They were pretty close to the same size. And what I did was, so I've got, this one has two drains. There's a drain here and there's a drain down here. Basically, elbow on this connection here, and then down here it's teed in and it goes down through. Those holes are already there, and then it runs along here, back down, and if you go outside, it goes down past the battery. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's how that worked. And now with that, air conditioning is going to drain the way it's supposed to. Same controls that were here before. Still going to make the box a little bit cleaner, but basically it works the way it's supposed to work, and it cools with about 40,000, 50,000 BTU in this case, compared to 7,000 or 8,000 BTU for a mini split or one of the portable units. And I think total I may have spent maybe maybe $600 total, and that was mainly in hoses. That's the biggest expense. Unit strut's relatively cheap, 10-foot sections, less than $30. All of the bolts and everything together may have been another $50. So again, less than $500 even with the free on charges. So good luck. That's how it works, and I'll keep you posted. Keep watching. If you like this one, subscribe, like, and I'll see you again next time.